Wack100 believes Drake's career will be done by next year. Let's talk about it. This is Fresh Hiphop Opinion with your guy Oleezeh. Don't forget to subscribe. So yes, Wack100 has been talking people. And you know when Wack100 says something, people pay attention. And the West Coast instigator was recently on a live stream and he had some things to say about the boy, Drizzy Drake, the sixth guard. And Wack100 basically saying that after all the events that Drake's career will be done by next year. Okay, look, do I think that's going to be a headline? Of course it is. Is Wack100 being extra by saying that? Of course he is. But he does have some reasons behind the statement. He believes the forces behind the music industry will make Drake pay and try and destroy him basically after the whole lawsuit between Drake and UMG. Check out the write-up. It says, I want y'all to really think about it. In the last week, what has happened? Since UMG has won that and they had to drop that ish, Drake's being sued for falsely promoting Steak. It's coming. The women are coming next, bro. From there, he brought up the new lawsuit against Spotify, arguing that it's designed to tarnish Drake's reputation. They're setting him up, I guarantee you, he said. They don't want to send him to jail, not yet. That's later. Now, is Wack100 talking sense? Yep, Drake lost his UMG lawsuit. Everybody knows that. It's been on the front covers everywhere. And of course, nobody even really believed that Drake could beat UMG, especially over the kind of case it was. I mean, when have we ever seen somebody sue for this song in hip-hop? It just never happens. But Wack100 believes UMG is a huge monster in the industry in Western entertainment, and they'll make Drake pay for that. Which, if you look at the history, if you really look deep, people that take on big companies, big industries, it never normally ends very well for them. Even if you think of someone like Michael Jackson, who sued Sony, and his whole reputation after that was pretty much demolished. Wack mentioned the whole Steak lawsuit that Drake is going through as well with Aiden Ross. And Steak, if you don't know, is basically like an online casino. Obviously be betting and gambling. And from what I know about this situation, Drake's been accused of promoting Steak to an audience that is not maybe old enough to deal with gambling, which basically violates their contract. So that's an ongoing lawsuit right now. I believe they're saying that Drake must have said it on a live stream that is predominantly for a young audience. And when you're promoting it for an audience that is, say, average between 16 to 21, you can kind of argue this is not the target audience we're looking for. These people aren't even adults. Which basically strengthens what Wack100 is saying. The powers behind the scenes are trying to destroy Drake bit by bit, day by day. And Wack also mentioned Spotify. The recent lawsuit with them right now isn't directly with Drake, but it could include Drake as examples. Check out the write-up. It says, as for the Spotify lawsuit, it accuses the company of turning a blind eye to mass-scale fraudulent streaming. In turn, it alleges that Drake has been profiting from billions of fake streams. Despite the accusation, the lawsuit doesn't name Drake as a defendant in the case, instead focusing on the streaming platform as a whole. It claims Spotify already knows or should know about a substantial amount of evidence that proves Drake has been profiting from bot accounts. Now this one I don't really believe is as damning as other things Wack100 has mentioned, because even if you add Drake as an example of benefiting from fake bots, we all know the industry is built about this. You're gonna have Taylor Swift, you're gonna have Kendrick, you're gonna have the Rolling Stones, all found guilty of this in terms of fake bots. It's just an industry thing. So the fact that Drake is name dropped in this, I don't see that as anything damning for him. But at the same time, you could say, hey, it's just another aspect that's gonna damage Drake's career. But this on its own, I don't think it's gonna hold weight in terms of destroying Drake's career like Wack100 is saying. I mean, we've seen in the whole Not Like Us UMG Drake defamation case, one of Drake's points was UMG pushed bots to help Kendrick's song blow up. And immediately you're just thinking, well, you can't complain of him receiving bots to help his song when Drake, those same bots were helping you. So the whole industry would be torn down if this Spotify lawsuit had any real legs. But then recently there's been this Gracie Bond. I'd never heard of her, I'll tell you that for free. but she alleged to have had a brief relationship with Drizzy Drake. And you wonder, is that controversial? No, of course not. Drake's been with many women in his time. But what she alleges is that Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar is 20% correct. She believes 20% of it is true. Now it got the whole industry wondering, what part of that song about Drizzy Drake is correct? Which 20% is she co-signing? Many people are suspecting that it's the part where, probably the most controversial part, where Kendrick says, certified lover boy, certified, you know what it is, PDF. Because she also alleges that Drake did some weirdo type of things at parties that they went to together. She didn't clarify or go into detail of what type of weird stuff he was doing, but it just made internet or people speculate and their minds go to a place that maybe is a bit dark. But what kind of weird stuff can you really do at a party? So maybe Wack100 does have a point. And all this is happening while Drake is trying to promote his new album, Iceman, which is meant to be coming out at the end of this year. I have a feeling it won't come out in December. I don't think there's enough build up for an artist like Drake to drop an album, a very highly anticipated album at the end of the year. Plus with all these lawsuits and bad press he's getting, he might as well push it back all the way to next year. Why not? I know the big artists do drop at the end of the year, but I think this might tank. This might be the first real flop, serious flop in Drake's career if it comes out this year. But maybe that's what the industry people want, for this to flop and this to add to Drake's worries, add to another L on Drake's resume, and really strengthen what Wack100 is saying. The industry is slowly trying to break Drake down, and maybe by this time next year, there will be no Drizzy Drake. Not literally, but as a career. People would have forgotten all about him. He wouldn't be number one no more, or number two. Maybe he'll drop out the whole top 10. But on a serious note, I see what Wack100 is saying. There's a lot of things happening behind the scenes, happening to Drake this year we've never seen in his whole career. Will it be the end of Drake though? I wouldn't say so. But that's just my opinion. I want to know yours. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And for just a few dollars a month, you can become a member of the channel. Exclusive content just for you. This is Fresh Hiphop Opinion. Peace and love.